What's happening, y'all? So, still getting over this bronchitis and whatever bug I have, but I usually don't speak until after I meditate. But it's been so much on my mind. I said for the first time, I'm gonna talk to y'all before I meditate. Um, I've been taking this time out, like everybody been freaking out because I've been so sick. One of my best friend's father is one of the most powerful black men to ever come out of North Carolina, and he used to get sick every Christmas. I mean, I guess it's because like literally he'll go to the hospital and fall out. He wouldn't allow his body to break down during the year because he had so much business to take care of. And literally, I got sick right before my last speaking event for the year. Right before Jacksonville, and I pulled it together and went and took care of that, and then came home and went to the doctor and found out all the stuff that was wrong with me. So I'm sort of allowing this process to happen, and it's keeping me in the bed. I told my mom I'm not coming home for the holidays. Everybody that's around me know I'm not answering the phone that much or whatever. So I just been sort of studying and reflecting and digging a little bit deeper for information. And I've been seeing, what's going on with the banks and, what the things that they're putting in our food. And it's just so many different things that are going on in the world. And then I looked at the black community and I looked at our news. We don't have news for us. I look at our music and there's really nobody, for the most part, informing us. And those few artists that do, they can't take on all of the things that are going on in the black community because they have some creative things that they want to touch on as well. Nor should it be their fucking responsibility to take care of the full African diaspora. I started looking at the news and the radio. Think about black news. It's all drama. It's all bullshit. For the most part, it's about stars who don't have talent. It's all a big fucking distraction. When all of these real things are happening in the world that are happening globally that we don't have a fucking idea about. We around this bitch dancing and high. Think about American black people. We celebrate more than any other people on the whole fucking planet, and we have the least to celebrate about. We spend the most when we have the least amount of money to spend. And those of us who try to move our people in the right direction are usually ousted. And I'm seeing that shit so clear while I'm sick. That's why everybody like trying to make me better. I'm like, hold on, wait. I'm sort of in the zone right now. And I don't know. Even our comedians, like Richard Pryor told us something. He gave us social commentary. Yeah, he talked about a little pussy and a little dope every now and then, but he gave us something to think about. I think about the generation of rappers that I looked up to. They taught me how to eat. Like, I stopped eating pork because of Brand Nubian, literally. X-Clan. And not that, well, it is. It's like, where do you go for information in the black community that's from us? It's scary. And I think the thing that is and I don't fear much, but I think the thing that bothers me the most is that we're content and we're happy. And I even look at our gangsters. If you gangster about everybody. We gangster as fuck when it come to killing our own people. But fucking church mouse, when these white folks do stuff in our community, or anybody in that case does anything to our community, we quiet as a church mouse. My uncle used to tell me about some of the old gangsters in the neighborhood. They'd be that way. I'm talking about slap the fire out of a woman, a black woman, blow a black man's brains out. But as soon as one of them white men come around, yes, yes, sir. And this is no consideration. This is me too. I'm not talking about y'all. This is all of us. Because even if I was 100% right, we are still a people. And if I'm 100% right and everybody else 100% wrong, it's not y'all, it's still us. If I'm 100% wrong and y'all 100% right, it's still us. We are still one people. So I'm not talking about y'all, I'm talking about us. And it ain't nobody else's responsibility to save us but us. Ain't nobody else gonna do shit for us but us. You know, and one of us could have success and our families are right, but your children are gonna suffer in one way or another if all of us don't come together as a community. And I don't mean everybody, because you never get everybody together. I mean a group of us who has the initiative to push for true power. Because to be honest with you, this kumbaya shit, everybody getting together, that shit ain't gonna happen. That never happened. It never has happened. You know, it's going to just take a group of concentrated people with focus and an agenda to move forward. And then once other black people see success, everybody gonna follow anyway. So I was just thinking about that today. We are dealing in base beast wants and needs. It's about food, pussy, just feelings. Nothing outside of beast wants and needs. Let me tell you something that I researched and I figured out. It's almost like we have taken the place of the child race of this planet. Think about where these people come from. These people come from cold climates and from caves, and where they couldn't concentrate on anything but base needs. Just food, reproducing, heat, cold. And it's almost like we've switched places. You know, I told somebody, I was like, look at what they do. They always out in the sun. We are the people of the sun. They always getting tans. What are we trying to do? We're trying to be up in a cold ass room with some air conditioning on. It's almost like we've switched places. You know, but that's what was on my mind heavy this morning. You know, I'm looking at TV. I'm looking at our television shows. As much as, you know, we criticize Bill Cosby and all of these types of people, you know, we look at white presidents and all of these types of people who have had slaves, and we still praise these people. Like Bill Cosby, whatever that dude did, if he did it, he needs to go to jail. But that has nothing to do with this television show. If not the Bill Cosby show, why don't we have a show like that? And I'm not a real big fan of Bill Cosby. Once he came out criticizing black men all over the United States without holding white people accountable for being the reason why we are the way that we are, I didn't have no respect for him. But it has nothing to do with the effect that the Cosby show in the real world had on black folks and black colleges. And we say, we let them for. That's why I give a shout out to Bounce TV for bringing it back. Whether y'all did it because it was cheap or not, I don't know. But still, I have to give props. Where are our television shows like that? When BET, I'll say 10, 15 years ago, had probably one of the best news just lineups, period. Like, where do we get our news from? Like, listen to our morning shows. That shit is about fucking drama and bullshit, yo. And people, melanated people all over this world are fucking dying. When the fuck we gonna grow up? And grown-ups are not even keeping our children in line and educating them because they trying to be fucking children, dude. You know, that's why I let this gray beard grow out. I'm a grown-ass motherfucking man. I don't know, y'all. You know, I don't know. Radio. No other. Black radio is the only radio that treats its own race of people the way that it does. That sounds the way it does. The most derogatory, self-hating thing that's ever been fucking, it just is. Black television. Black music. We gotta love each other, man. We have to. This shit is getting out of control. You know, no respect for self, no respect for elders, no respect for women, no respect for children. You know, it's something I wanted to talk about a long time ago, like even putting like a child in a meme or putting a child in a joke. Like, that shit ain't cool. You know, that shit ain't cool. Children, like, I don't know, man.